Welcome to Roberto Hernandez Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 3 between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Shepherd University Rams. Pacers have taken the first two games of the series and are looking to get the series sweep and improve to 5-1 on the season. They are currently at 4-1. All 5 games they've played have been at home. Shepherd, on the other hand, well, I don't have a stat sheet for Shepherd, so I'll have to go ahead and dig on their athletics profile, which helped me out tremendously yesterday. I'd like to give them a shout out there in their sports information office for that. But Shepherd University trying to avoid the sweep. Pacers will look to try to get the sweep. And on the mound for USC Aiken, we have Hunter Schuff. Schuff coming into today's game with only one appearance so far. Has a 4.5 ERA. And that one appearance that he had was a start. He managed to go 4 innings with 2 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned with 2 walks and a single strikeout. Opponent batting average, however, was a .214, so not too bad when it comes to dealing with his opposing hitters. And again, only 2 runs is not terrible whatsoever. I looked for him to have a quality start today. His opponent on the mound will be Ryan Potts, getting the start. The rest of the infield for the Pacers is as followed. Catching for Schuff, Blake Bottomley once again, having himself a pretty good start to the season. Over at first base is Brian Pereira, also having an excellent start to the season. Second baseman Philip Watcher. The shortstop for today's game is Chandler Rogers. And over at third base in his usual spot is Dalton Weeks. In the outfield, Joey Smithers out in left field. And want to talk about good starts of the season, he certainly is having one, really earning that starting spot. The center fielder, Jose Bonilla, the quickster himself. And finishing things off in right field, Niall Goings. We are about ready to get started. I'm Marcus Johnson, thanking you once again for joining us on this live stream. Leading things off for Shepherd, we have Brenton Doyle, the center fielder. And the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. We are underway. Sent to short, fired to first, and in time for the first out. That high hopper off the dirt in front of home plate. Well, the Pacers know it all too well and are able to adjust to it, and they get the first out. So Nick Atkinson, the right fielder, comes up in the number 2 spot. On deck for Shepherd is Christian Hamill, the catcher. And Schuff will deal with 1 out and nobody on. And it's a slow hopper down the third base side. Weeks has to charge it. It's a fair ball. That's going to be an infield base hit. Almost surprised Weeks didn't let that one roll foul, but then again, that looked like it was going to continue rolling straight out. Either way, it's a 1-out base hit. And that will bring up Christian Hamill. Shepherd University looking for their first win of the season. And winning the last game in any series is always a big motivator. Even if you lose the series, you get to go back on the road with that winning vibe. Count 0-1 to Christian Hamill as he lets the first pitch go in for a strike. Runner goes from first. Pitch is high for a ball. The throw down to second is not getting time as it goes into center field. Bonilla charging in after it, and the runner advances an extra bag. So a stolen base and an advance on the air for Nick Atkinson. So runner on third with one out. That runner now in scoring position, and a threat looms on the horizon. Lower part of the zone for a strike, 1-2. This is outside. He evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 on its way in the dirt. Blocked by Bottomley, however, full count. And the 3-2 on its way. A hopper down the third base side, foul. And again, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the strikeout for the second out. Brings up Justin Smith, the DH for today's game. Runner on third, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And that one catches the corner of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Bottomley can't find it. It's under the umpire. However, the runner stays right where he is at third base. No harm, no foul. And count even at 1-1. Popped into the air. Left field. Smithers tracks it and makes the catch to end the threat and end the inning as we go into the bottom of the first. No score between Shepherd and USC Aiken. And we enter the bottom of the first inning. No score yet between either of these teams, the Rams or the Pacers, but Jose Bonilla will lead things off, trying to change that as quickly as he can. Bonilla with a .273 average on the year. Has a couple of RBIs to his name in this early season. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Bonilla. Catches a corner. 0-2. This is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High and outside, 2-2. Count will stay at 2-2 as Bonilla gets a piece of it. Another foul ball there. Spoils another pitch. And another 2-2 pitch. Sent into right field. That'll be a base hit for Jose Bonilla. Leadoff single for Bonilla brings up Joey Smithers. Smithers, again, excellent start to the season. .474 batting average. Has 1 home run with 8 RBIs. And those 8 RBIs are tied for the team lead. So runner on first with nobody out. It is a ground ball to second, flip to short for 1. The throw to first in time for the 4-6-3 double play. Easy come, easy go, as they say. And that will bring up Dalton Weeks. Weeks with an even .200 batting average, however, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs to his name, so he is producing offensively. Catches the edge of the plate for strike 1. Lower part of the strike zone, 0-2. Hit in the air, foul territory, out of play. check swing, but they're going to say he went around. And Weeks strikes out for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning for Shepherd. We're going into the top of the second, still scoreless. And we go to the top of the second inning. No score between Shepherd and USC Aiken. Leading things off, Chase Hoffman, the third baseman for the Rams. First pitch missing for ball one. The 1-0. Fouled off, out of play. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. Inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Just gets the corner with that one, full count. There's a chopper to short. Fired to first in time for the first out. Brings up Daniel Helene, the first baseman. 1 out and nobody on. And he goes after the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Right down the middle, 0-2. Ooh, nice curveball. Got him with the strikeout for the second out.
Number 17, Riley Lazich.
Riley Lazich coming up to bat now. The left fielder. Well, the first pitch misses for ball 1. High and inside, 2-0. Also missing, 3 balls, no strikes. There's a good fastball, 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. And with the 2-out walk, there'll be a runner on first for Eric Sloper, the second baseman. Fly ball into shallow right field. Now Goings is going to have to let that drop. Heading for third is Lazich, and it's a runners on the corners with 2 outs after the single.
Number 9, Trenton Bergeron.
So that brings us to the number 9 hitter, who also happens to be sporting number 9, Trenton Bergeron, who's the shortstop for today's game. That one is sent foul for strike 1. The 0-1. In the dirt, Bottomley gets a hold of it, though. Count at 1-1. 2 down, 2 on. Here in the top of the second. Just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, a good pitch there, but he just missed. And it's now a 3-1 count. Sent to center field, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score, and it is an RBI single for Bergreen.
Number 22, Brenton Doyle.
Brings us back to the top of the order, and Brenton Doyle. Doyle grounded out his first time up. So the count now 1-0 after the first pitch missed. And a balk is called on Schuff, so the runners advance a bag. Runners on second and third. And that is going to draw a visit from the pitching coach. So we have an opportunity to go ahead and thank a couple of our sponsors, including the South Carolina Education Lottery. Remember, when you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. And, of course, Willie Jewell's Barbecue. Located just off of Whiskey Road, every dish served with a side of Southern hospitality, so stop on in and tell them Pacer Sports sent you. And finally, Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. Well, the visit concludes, and we'll get back to baseball. It's a 1-0 count. Runners on second and third with 2 down here in the top of the second, and Shepherd leads the Pacers 1-0. That one sent into right field. That'll be another base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to wave the other runner around. Goings brings it on in. It's cut off by Pereira. And it's a 2 RBI single for Brenton Doyle. Shepherd now leads it 3-0.
Number 4, Nick Atkinson.
Brings up Nick Atkinson. Singled and stole a base his first time up. Check throw over to first. Doyle dives back safely. Runner goes from first. Pitch is in there for a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. A stolen base for Doyle. And another runner in scoring position with 2 down. Very aggressive play from Shepherd early on here. 2 stolen bases, and we're only in the second inning. But it's paying off as they lead the Pacers 3-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. 0-2. All this production coming with 2 outs as well. The 0-2 pitch, sent up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Coming around to score is Doyle, another RBI single, and it's now a 4-0 lead for Shepherd. Great effort out there by Rogers, who made a dive for it. Just went off the top of his glove, nothing he could do about that. So back up comes Christian Hamill. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Runner on first, still 2 down, and a 4-0 game. Runner takes off again, and it's another stolen base. A runner back in scoring position. That pitch was in the dirt to Hamill, so it's a 1-0 count. That one in the zone. 1-1. Gets the lower corner of the plate. 1-2. ripped, but foul. Turned a little too early on that, and the count will stay at 1-2. Grounded to Weeks over at third, but they're going to say it was foul. Another spoiled pitch, and we'll do it all over again. And again the 1-2. Low and away, ball gets away, they're going to fire down to third, and the runner is out. Atkinson trying to get to third base on a ball in the dirt, and he will be tagged out to finally end the second, but 4-run score as Shepherd leads the Pacers 4-0 going into the bottom half of the second inning. And we are back with the bottom of the second inning about to get underway. Leading things off for USC Aiken, Brian Pereira. 278 batting average, but that's not the story with him. It's the 2 home runs and 8 RBIs that he has on the year. Excellent offensive production in this young season. First pitch in there for strike one. The 0-1. Low and away, 1-1. And he grounds that one slowly the other way. Nice grab and nice throw over to first to get Pereira. Good defensive play out there from the Shepherd third baseman, Chase Hoffman. Brings up Connor Durden, DHing once again today. Leads the team in home runs with 3 of them, 5 RBIs as well, and has the number 2 batting average on the team, .438. And he lets the first pitch go by for ball 1. In there for a call strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. He looked like he wanted to go yard with that one, but he missed. 1-2. In the dirt, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses high and away, changing a little speeds there, and it's a full count to Connor Durden. Swing and a miss, got him with that one, and Durden down on strikes for the second out. Brings up Niall Goings, Pacer right fielder. And he goes after the first pitch, tied him up with an inside fastball. I'm sorry, inside slider. Strike 1. Got him again. 0-2. See if he tries to get him to chase one outside or if he goes right back to that same location with the 0-2. They're going to appeal down the first, and they'll say Goings went around. They went with a high fastball, and it got him. A 1-2-3 inning as Goings strikes out. Pacers go down in order, and we go to the top of the third with USC Aiken trailing Shepherd 4-0. We are back with the top of the third inning about to get underway. Christian Hamill will come up to finish his at-bat. That was interrupted after Nick Atkinson was caught going to third. It's 4-0, Shepherd leading the Pacers. Hunter Schuff still on the mound for USC Aiken. And that one fouled off, nearly taking out the Pacer dugout. You can think they did make contact with somebody, but doesn't look like they're in too much of a rush to help him, so I guess he's okay. The 0-1. Brushes the corner, 0-2. That'll be a base hit into center field. And Hamill aboard with a leadoff single.
Number 2, Justin Smith.
Bring up Justin Smith, the DH. Popped out to left to finish the first inning. 0 for 1 today. Runner on first with nobody out, however. Pitch low and inside for ball 1. We'll see if Shepard continues this aggressive base running. 4 stolen base attempts on the day so far, and 3 of them have been successful. Pitch is high for a ball, 2-0. Although with the catcher being on first, I don't know how that works for Shepard, but in most cases, catchers don't steal all that often. High and outside, 3-0. High and away for ball 4. Walked him on 4 straight pitches. Puts runners on first and second with nobody out.
Number 23, Chase Hoffman.
Brings up Chase Hoffman. 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time up. Tied him up on an inside fastball, 0-1. Sent to short. Rogers can't handle it properly, and that's going to let all runners be safe. And they are going to score that in E6. So bases loaded for Daniel Helene. And there are still no outs. And Kenny Thomas has seen enough. He's going to make the early call to the bullpen here in the 3rd inning. We're going to take a short break while the Pacers bring out a new pitcher. So the Pacers get Mitch Spence out of the bullpen. Bases are loaded with nobody out, so he inherits one heck of a predicament. First pitch is high for ball one. Fouled off, 1-1. High and outside. Daniel Helene, the batter, first baseman for Shepherd, struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. High and inside, ball 3. Nowhere to put him. High and inside, ball 4. And that will walk in a run. So now the score is 5-0, Shepherd. Riley Lazich comes up to bat now, walked and scored a run his last time out there. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Bases are still loaded with nobody out. Pitch is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. High and away, fastball misses, 1-2. The 1-2 on its way, swing and a miss, chasing one outside, and Laces goes down for the first out. Brings up Eric Sloper. Sloper singled and scored a run his first time up. Bases are still loaded with 1 out. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. 1 run will score. They're waving another runner around. And it's bobbled out there by Smithers. So 2-run score on the RBI single, and it is a 7-0 lead for Shepherd.
Number 9, Trenton Berggreen.
So Trenton Berggreen comes up. An RBI single and a run scored his first time up. High and inside for ball 1. In the dirt. Blocked by Bottomley, though, 2-0. Low and inside, 3-0. Runners on second and third with one out. Spence doesn't want to load the bases, I'm sure, but there is an open bag if he ends up doing so. Yeah, puts it right down the middle for strike one. And that's going to get through the right side for a base hit. One run scores, another runner coming around home. Goings fires it in where it's cut off by Pereira. 2 runs have scored again, and it is now 9-0 Shepherd. So Brenton Doyle comes to bat. Top of the order once again. Check throw over to first, not in time. Doyle 1 for 2. A single, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and a run scored. Another check throw to first. Not in time again. Pitch is in there for a strike. Also a strike, 0-2. Another check throw to first base. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Got him to chase for it. Runner advances, however, to second base.
Number 4, Nick Atkinson.
So it brings up Nick Atkinson with 2 down and a runner on second. Atkinson 2 for 2. Pair of singles, pair of stolen bases, an RBI, and he's been caught stealing once. Pitch high and inside, very high and inside for ball 1. Ball in the dirt. Bottomley can't find it. Runner stays right where he is, though. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Evens the count up. fouled off the other way. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Top of the third inning, it's a 9-0 game. Shepherd leading the Pacers. Fouled off again. Spoils another pitch. Grounder to short. Throw to first is in time for the third and final out, but 5 more runs cross the plate as we go into the bottom of the third. Pacers in quite a hole, down 9-0. And so we go to the bottom of the third inning. Pacers down 9-0 to the Shepherd Rams. Philip Watcher leads off. First pitch missing for ball 1. Grounded to short. Go to first, and that will do it for Watcher. So he goes down for the first out.
The catcher number 20, Blake Bottomley.
Brings up Blake Bottomley. Bottomley batting an even 200. 1 home run and 3 RBIs on the year. Inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss. Tied him up on an inside fastball. 0-2. Call strike 3, and Bottomley sits down on 3 straight pitches. Brings up Chandler Rogers, the number 9 hitter for the Pacers. First pitch in there for strike one. Rogers batting .250 on the year, also has a home run and 3 RBIs to his name. Right down the middle for a call strike, 1-1. Ooh. High and outside was the call on that one. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Or sorry, one ball and 2 strikes to Rogers. Foul tipped into the glove. And Rogers sits down as the third and final out. Another 1-2-3 inning. Pacers go down in order, and we go to the top of the fourth with them trailing Shepherd 9-0. So Christian Hamill will lead off for the second straight inning here in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch from Spence is in there for a strike. Hamill 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored on the day. His Rams leading the Pacers 9-0. And therefore a strike, 0-2. Low and inside for a ball, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Tried to get him to chase outside, but Hamill able to lay off of it, and it's a full count. Fouls it off, just stays alive, keeps the count right where it is at 3-2. Low and away, ball 4. And the leadoff walk to Hamill puts a runner on first.
Designated hitter Justin Smith.
They'll bring up Justin Smith. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. In there for a call strike, 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. That one falls into the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And Smith will sit down as the first out.
Third baseman Chase Hoffman.
That brings up Chase Hoffman. Hoffman 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored a run. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Sent out into center field. Linnea drifts over and makes the catch for the second out.
Number 25, Daniel Helene.
So Daniel Helene comes to bat now with 2 down and a runner on first. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Walked in a run and scored a run. First pitch is in there for strike 1. High in the air, foul territory, first base side, and that's going to end up out of play. Or not, it will not end up out of play. It will be caught by Brian Pereira right there by the dugout of Shepherd to end the inning. So that will do it. Shepherd leaves 1 stranded, a much cleaner inning from the Pacers as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Pacers down, however, 9-0. And leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Pacers is the leadoff man, Jose Bonilla. Singled his first time up back in the first inning, but was caught in the double play. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was in there for strike one. Low and away for a ball, 1-1. Sent into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Bonilla, his second of the day.
Left fielder Joey Smithers.
Brings up Joey Smithers, who grounded into a double play his first time up, 0 for 1. Runner on first with nobody out. Pacers trying to get something together as they're trailing 9-0. Bottom of the fourth inning. And Joey sends that one into center field. And that's going to be over the head of the center fielder, and it's going to be a base hit. Smithers heads for second, thinks about third. Bonilla doesn't think about home. He's coming home, and he will score. It's an RBI double for Joey Smithers, and the Pacers are on the board. Good hitting there from Joey Smithers. And now the Pacers trailing 9-1, but you got to start somewhere. And Dalton Weeks comes to bat, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch in there for strike one to Weeks. Runner on second, nobody out. And Weeks didn't like one of the guard that he had, so he tossed it onto the dugout. That was the delay. The 0-1. Outside corner for a strike. And the 0-2. Curveball misses high and inside, 1-2. Ground ball to first, bobbled a little bit, but recovered by the first baseman, Helene, and he'll step on the back himself for the out. Runner advances, so Smithers is at third on the ground out from Weeks.
Number 32, Brian Pereira.
And that brings up Brian Pereira. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch is low and inside for a ball. Curveball misses high and outside. 2-0. The 2-0. Grounded. Fair down the first base side. That gets through and all the way to the corner. Smithers will score, and we'll see how they score that as either a hit or an error. Either way, it's a Pacer run, and they trail now 9-2. They're going to score to hit. An RBI single for Brian Pereira. Pacers getting something going here. So Connor Durden will dig in now. Struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Runner on first, however, with only one out. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Check throw over to first. Not in time as Pereira able to dive back safely. And a call of time just before the pitch came in. Would have been a strike. That was a good fastball down the middle. High and away, ball gets away, and Pereira heads on over to second base. So a 1-1 count to Connor Durden. Runner now on second base with only one out. 2 runs have scored for the Pacers. They're trailing now 9-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Low and away for another ball. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Popped it up high in the air, shallow left field, and it's going to drop in. Not sure if he lost it in the clouds or what happened there, but either way, it goes as a base hit for Connor Durden. And the Pacers now have runners on first and second with only one out and Niall Goings at the plate. It's one of those things that goes into the scorebook as a base hit, but a mental error in the mind of the players. Goings struck out his first time up, and we're going to have a visit to the mound. And while this visit goes on, go ahead and thank a couple more sponsors, including Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, run by USC Aiken alumni and proud sponsors of our video segment, 3 Things You Didn't Know, featuring different athletes from all the different sports at USC Aiken, talking about 3 things you may not know about them. And, of course, Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. For all your insurance needs, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. And how could we forget Mike Stake over at the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique. If you're ever in the need for a home, contact Mike Stake at the Concierge Team. Well, the umpire moves in to break up the meeting. Taking a little too long. Got to try to move this game along. We have a lot of home events here at USC Aiken today, including a doubleheader at softball, men and women's basketball, and if weather permits, men and women's tennis is playing as well. All of these are home events. So needless to say, it has been a busy day for everybody here at USC Aiken. Goings digs in, runners on first and second with one out. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Swing and a miss, chasing one outside. 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him with the curveball. Goings down on strikes for the second out.
Second baseman, Phil Watcher.
So Phil Watcher comes to the plate. 0 for 1. Runners still on first and second. 2 down this time, however. First pitch is in there for a call strike, 0-1. Grounded through the right side for a base hit. And they're going to hold the runners to just one bag as it's fired in quickly by the Rams' right fielder, Atkinson. The bases are loaded with 2 down. And Blake Bottomley coming to bat. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. But a chance to do some real damage here and chip away even further at that Ram lead. Pacers down 9-2, a reminder, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, we are back after some technical difficulties, and it's quite a shame that we were gone because you missed quite the inning. It's now 9-6. The score is now 9-6. Pacers managed 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, but that's not really the story. The first part of the story is Jose Bonilla just hit his first career home run, a 2-run shot over the right field wall, and I am absolutely livid that I couldn't call that. I've been waiting to call a home run for him for as long as he's been here, and It just so happens that when he does it, I can't call it. But also after that, Connor Durden hit what appeared to be a home run. What happened was he was to deep center field, as that one is sent foul down the left field line. It was hit to deep center field, and it went off. It looked like it went off of the center fielder's glove, the center fielder Brenton Doyle. He comes down and he realizes that he doesn't have the ball, so we're all calling for home run. The umpires didn't really clearly signal if it was a home run or if it was caught, and so the official explanation is Connor Durden ended up passing the runner on first base because the runner on first thought that it was caught, and so he went to tag. So Durden was called out, and the two runners scored. And for the life of me, I can't figure out how to write that down in a scorebook. So I just put down it was a sacrifice fly with 2 runs scored. And that's what we're going with until somebody could fix this whole debacle. But it certainly got plenty of Pacer fans and coaches heated under the collar. But nonetheless, here we are in the top of the 6th inning. Pacers still down by a score of 9-6, as that one is also grounded foul. There is a runner on first with 1 out. A 2-2 count to Nick Atkinson, and the runner on first. I'm sorry, not Nick Atkinson, to Christian Hamill. Nick Atkinson is the runner on first base after he singled. So if you managed to stick with me through all of that, I commend you. And if not, I certainly understand. But here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one fouled off. Keeps the count at 2-2. The new pitcher on the mound for the Pacers, Daniel Wiggins. Wiggins boasting a perfect ERA and a 2-0 record in his 2 appearances and 3 innings pitched. Another 2-2 on its way, fouled off again. Check throw over to first, not in time. Ooh, just missed with that one, low and away. Looked like a good pitch. They're going to say it's ball 3, and the count is full. Runner goes from first, and it's grounded foul, so he'll have to head on back. And the 3-2. Hit high into the air. Niall Goings trying to track it down. He can't see it, and that's going to end up dropping in for a base hit.
Number 2, Justin Smith.
So Justin Smith comes up to bat. Runners on first and second with 1 out. It's low and away for a ball, 1-0. ripped into right field. That's a base hit, and that's going all the way into the corner. They were going to wave one runner around third, and Atkinson will score. It's an RBI double for Justin Smith, and it's now a 10-6 ball game. So Chase Hoffman comes to bat now, 0 for 3. Reached on there and scored a run. And this is high for a ball, 1-0. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Right down the middle again, 1-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it over again. Fouled off. Count stays right where it is at 1-2. Low and inside, evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another foul ball, good at bat here from Hoffman. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss. And Daniel Wiggins wins the battle with Hoffman with the strikeout. Brings up Daniel Helene. 2 down. Runners on second and third. First pitch is in there for strike 1, 0-1. Hit in the air. Foul territory. Right side. And Brian Pereira is there to make the catch to end the inning. But run scores as Shepard gets back 1 to lead it 10-6 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And we are back, bottom of the 6th inning, about to get underway. Marcus Johnson, thanking you for joining us here at Roberto Hernandez Stadium. Pacers trailing 10-6 to the Shepherd Rams. Chandler Rogers to lead off. 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored back in that mysterious inning where everything shut down. Ball is in the dirt. 1-0. All right, down the middle for a strike. 1-1. This is outside, 2-1. Misses low, 3 balls, 1 strike. And that will walk Rogers to start things off.
Center fielder,
Jose Bonilla will come up to bat now, 3 for 3 with a pair of singles and a 2-run shot in the last inning. One on and nobody out for Bonilla. Pitch misses for ball 1. check throw over to first, not in time. Low and inside, 2-0. Another check throw over to first base, again, not in time. Oh, and inside, they're going to throw back down over to first. Snap throw again, not in time, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Jose Bonilla. Show a bunt, and it's right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike. And another check throw to first. Really trying to keep Rogers close to the bag. Brushes the outside corner, strike 2, full count. Runner goes, and Bonilla swings and misses. The throw down to second is in time, so it's a strike him out, throw him out for the Rams, and the Pacers are down 2 with Joey Smithers coming up.
Left fielder number 9, Joey Smithers.
First pitch to Smithers is in there for a strike. Smithers, 2 for 3 today with a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Misses low and away, 1-1. Takes a weird hop, and Smithers is going to be safe. It skidded off the mound and then took a weird hop into in and out of the glove of Eric Sloper, the second baseman. They're going to score that a hit. Understandable that they would. So a 2-out single, and Dalton Weeks comes up with a runner on first. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Weeks 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. All is also low and inside, and it's 2-0. Right down the middle for a strike, 2-1. Curveball misses high, 3-1. Another check throw over to first. Smithers gets back in time, though. High hopper to third. Throw to first is not in time, as Weeks is able to beat it out thanks to that high hop. Brings up Brian Pereira. 2 on and 2 out. Pereira 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. Which is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 misses low and away, 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch misses high, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just catches a piece of Pereira's arm guard, and he will head on down to first base to load the bases up with 2 outs. And that brings up Connor Durden. And boy, wouldn't it be, I just got to say, wouldn't it be sweet if he cracks one out of the park just to make up for what happened in the last inning. Well, the bases are loaded. The table is set. Could he do it? We will see what he does. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 fouled off. 0-2. And the 0-2 fouled off. That's going to be grounded foul. Still an 0-2 count to Connor Durden. Bases are still loaded with 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 6th. Pacers trailing 10-6. And he checks swing. Ball gets away. Durden hustling for first, but the runner coming home gets the force out. And that will do it. We are going into the top of the 7th inning. Pacers still down 10-6. And we are back. Top of the 7th inning, about to get underway. Riley Lazic coming up to bat. Lazic 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch misses for ball 1. In there for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And he got him going for a high fastball for the strikeout and the first out of the inning. Brings up Sloper. Eric Sloper has reached base safely in all 3 at-bats. A pair of singles, a pair of runs scored, a pair of RBIs, and reached on an error. This is outside with a curveball that didn't quite curve enough. 1-0. This is low and away with that one, 2-0. Just brushes the corner, 2-1. And another strike, 2-2. Reaching out for it and fouling it off was Sloper. So count stays even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's grounded slowly to short. Rogers has it, throws it to first, and that will sit down Sloper for the second out.
Shortstop number 9, Trenton Bergeron.
Trenton Bergeron coming up to bat now. 2 for 3. Pair of singles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored on the day. First pitch is in there for a strike. Popped it up. Center field. Bonilla is there to make the catch, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning. We go into the bottom of the 7th inning and the 7th inning stretch with the Pacers due up, trailing 10-6. And we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Pacers down 10-6. Niall Goings leading off. 1-for-3 today. Doubled his last time up. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Chasing after a pitch that tailed out on him. 0-2. In the dirt, ball gets away. Goings hustles down to first base, and he will make it there safely. Though he strikes out, but he makes it safely to first base.
Number 1, Phil Watcher.
So that will bring Phil Watcher to the plate. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles on the day. Runner on first, nobody out. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. The 0-1. High and away for a ball, 1-1. Ball in the dirt, 2-1. Just misses with that pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Through one pitch finds the strike zone, full count. Goings takes off from first, grounded to short. Goings will be safe because he was on the move, and the throw to first is in time. And Watcher sits down as the first out.
Number 20, Blake Bottomley.
The Goings, going for a steal, manages to break up the double play, and there's a runner on second for Blake Bottomley with 1 down. Pitch to Bottomley is in there for a strike. Bottomley 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of the day. Curveball misses high and inside. 1-1. 1-1. In the dirt, ball gets away, and Goings heads on over to third base. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Bottomley. Niall Goings on third. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Just brushes the corner, 2-2. And the 2-2 fouled straight back, so we'll do it over. Check swing, did he go? They'll appeal and say no, he did not. So it's a full count to Bottomley. Three-two on its way, and it's a swing and a miss. Bottomley goes down on strikes, chasing a high fastball for the second out. Brings up Chandler Rogers. Rogers 1 for 2 today. Single, run scored, a walk, and has been caught stealing once today. Pitch is in there for a strike. Runner still on third with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, chasing one outside. 0-2. Pitch is low, 1-2. Misses high. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for number 2 at the plate. Niall Goings sitting over on third. Misses high for a ball, and it's a full count. Ball 4 as he misses high and puts runners on the corners with 2 down. Jose Bonilla coming to the plate. 3 for 4 2 singles and a 2-run home run, along with 2 runs scored. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Curveball misses high and away. Ball gets away. Niall Goings is coming to the plate. He slides and he is safe. Ball gets away there. And hustling back safely is Chandler Rogers, who almost got caught wandering off of second base. But Niall Goings scores on the wild pitch. And the Pacers now only trail by 3. It's 10-7. And a call of time here from Bonilla. He has a 2-2 count, run around second with 2 outs. Base hit. Could be big here. Swing and a miss. Tied up on an inside fastball, and Bonilla will sit down. But the Pacers get 1 as we go into the top of the 8th. They're still trailing, however, 10-7. And we are back, top of the 8th inning, getting underway. John Yarborough, the new pitcher for the Pacers, going up against Trenton Bergreen, who leads things off. I'm sorry, not Trenton Bergreen leading things off. It's the leadoff man, Bretton Doyle. And it's an even count of 1-1. Doyle is 1 for 4 today. However, that one was a single that drove in 2 RBIs. He also stole a base and scored a run. All back in the 2nd inning. And he grounds that one over to second. Throw to first, and Pereira can't come up with the scoop. Throw was in the dirt. So Doyle will reach on, I'm going to assume it's going to be the E4 based on the throw. The leadoff man aboard.
Right fielder, Nick Atkinson.
That brings up Nick Atkinson. Atkinson having a good night. 3 for 4, all 3 of which were singles. He has 2 stolen bases on the day, 1 run scored, and he's driven in a run. First pitch missing for ball 1. Curveball just tails into the zone. Count even now at 1-1. Check throw over to first, not in time. Doyle able to make it back. Another check throw to first. And another check throw to first base. 3 in a row. Show a bunt. It's pulled back as it tails out and away. 2-1. Again, tails out of the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike to Atkinson. Runner goes, and doesn't matter because that one hit him. Atkinson will take first on the hit by pitch. Runners on first and second, still nobody out as Christian Hamill will take his at-bat. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, a run scored, and a walk. Well, the visit on the mound concludes. Just a short trip. First pitch is fouled off. 0-1. Ooh. Nice use of speed there. Slowed it down. Got him to swing. 0-2. Ooh, just missed with that one. A good pitch, however. 1-2. And a call of time here. Just before we can get the 1-2 pitch in. Foul tip, just to get enough to stay alive. So we will do it over again. Misses low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, full count. And Yarborough just steps off the mound just to send the runners back to their bags. Right there on the plate. Call strike 3, and Hamill sits down looking for the first out. Brings up Justin Smith. 2 on, still 1 out. And that one's fouled off for strike 1. Ball gets away, and the runners will safely advance 1 bag. The 1-1. Sent foul. 1-2. And that hit him. So that will load up the bases. Justin Smith gets hit by the pitch. And that will bring up Chase Hoffman. First pitch is in there for a strike. Hoffman, 0 for 4 today. He has reached down an error and came around to score. That was back in the 3rd inning. And that's going to be a base hit through the right side. 1 run scores. They're waving another around. The throw comes in and is cut off by Pereira. A 2 RBI single for Chase Hoffman, and it's now 12-7 Shepherd.
Number 25, Daniel Helene.
So Daniel Helene will come up with runners on the corners and still only 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Helene 0 for 3. Walked, which drove in a run, and scored a run of his own. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Low and away, 1-2. Another swing and a miss. And Helene sits down as the 2nd out. Brings up Riley Lazich.
Pinch hitting for the Rams, number 6, Jared Carr.
Well, not anymore. Jared Carr comes into bat for Riley Lazich. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Misses. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. High and inside, 3-1. Well, that did catch the inside corner. It looked like for a second it was ball 4. There, I think everybody thought it was ball 4, but Carr will step back into the box with a full count. Hopper back to the mound. Throw to first, draws Pereira off the bag, but he's able to keep his foot on for long enough to get the out at first, and that will do it. 2-run score, however, in the top of the 8th. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 12-7, Shepherd over the Pacers. And the bottom of the 8th, getting ready to start on up with Joey Smithers leading things off. 3-4-4 today. 2 singles. 2 singles, a double, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. And the count even at 1-1 to Smithers to start things off this inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Ball is in the dirt and well out of the way, and Smithers did check his swing according to the appeal, so the count will be 2-2. And that'll be strike 3 to Smithers. He goes down for the first out. And the first pitch to Weeks misses for ball 1. Weeks having a pretty good game. 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run scored. Misses high, 2-0. And that one misses as well, 3-0. Right down the middle for a strike. Weeks didn't even bother even thinking about swinging at that one. And that misses high for ball 4. Weeks will take the 1-out walk.
Number 32, Brian Pereira.
So Pereira will step up. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. And he was hit by a pitch a couple innings ago his last time out there. Pereira goes after the first pitch, pops it foul. And it's going to go out of play. And Pereira lofts that the other way into left field where it will be caught. The second out.
Designated hitter, number 30, Connor Durden.
So Connor Durden comes up to bat once again. Runner on first with 2 outs. Productive day for Durden, despite what happened a few innings ago. And he goes after the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Oh, actually, it's not even going to be a ball. They're calling a balk. That will allow Dalton Weeks to head on over to second. And that one grounded to second. Oh, to first is there for the third and final out. We're going into the top of the 9th inning. Pacers still trailing Shepherd 12-7. And we are in the top of the 9th inning. Marcus Johnson here. Thank you for sticking with us this long. Final inning of play. Eric Sloper to lead things off for Shepherd as they lead the Pacers 12-7. So we will see a bottom of the 9th at the least. Which is in there for a strike to Sloper. Sloper 2 for 4 today with a pair of singles, a pair of runs scored, a pair of RBIs, and reached on an error. There's a ground ball to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Number 9, Trenton Bergeron.
Brings up Trenton Bergeron. Also 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Blake Siegler, the new pitcher on the mound for the Pacers. That pitch misses inside for ball 1. Siegler's had 1 appearance on the season so far. 1 inning pitched. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And he faced the minimum 3 batters. Has a 2-0 count, however. It's just right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Sent out into right field. Goings having to go back for it, and he's going to watch it go over his head as it bounces off the wall. Bergeron heads into second base, and he will make it in there with a stand-up 1-out double. So that will bring up Brenton Doyle, the leadoff man. Run around second with 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Doyle. This is low and away for ball 1. In there for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the 1-1, 1-2. Curveball misses inside, 2-2. In there for a call, strike 3. That will sit down Doyle for the second out. So Nick Atkinson will step up to the plate. 3 for 4. Quite the spread on him. 3 singles, 2 stolen bases, 1 RBI, and 2 runs scored. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Just misses as it tailed out. 2-1. And that one fouled off. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on its way. Rounded past Weeks. Grabbed by Rogers, however. Weeks unable to get his glove down in time. That will be scored a base hit. Runners on the corners, still 2 out. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Christian Hamill. Hamill 2 for 4, a walk, 2 singles, and a run scored. Ball gets away. Runner comes home, and he will score. Wild pitch for Siegler, and it's a 13-7 game now. Runner on second, still 2 outs, 1-1 count. In there for a strike, 1-2. In there for a call, strike 3. And that will do it. It's 13-7 as we go into the bottom of the ninth inning. Pacers trying to mount the 6-run comeback. And we enter the last half of the ninth inning. Niall Goings leading off for the Pacers as they trail Shepherd by 6 runs, a score of 13-7, trying to mount the comeback. First pitch is in there for strike one. And Goings hits it. Shallow center field, and that's going to be caught for the first out.
Second baseman, Phil Watcher.
Brings up Philip Watcher. Watcher 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Pitch in there for strike one to Watcher. That misses very high, goes all the way to the backstop. Kind of even at 1-1. Low and inside, 2-1. In the dirt, 3 balls, 1 strike. Brushes the corner, full count. Right down the middle for a call, strike 3. Watcher goes down looking for the second out. Now Pacers down to their last man.
Hitting number 12,
Lavelle Hodges steps up. He had one bat on the season so far. He's pinch hitting for Blake Bottomley. Ball is in the dirt, 1-0. Right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. And there for a strike. It's 1-2. Pitch misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High and away, full count. Right down the middle, call strike 3, and that will do it. Hodges goes down on strikes for the third and final out as the Pacers drop the series finale to the Shepherd Rams by a score of 13-7. Pacers will be back in action on Wednesday, February the 14th. They'll be playing at Wingate at 3 p.m. They'll be back home, however, that Friday, February the 16th, 4 p.m., they start off a 3-game series with Mount Olive. That'll be Friday, February the 16th, Saturday the 17th, and Sunday the 18th. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for sticking with us, and have a good one.